Today, I want to share a story with you, and this story really impacted the way how I see a lot of things. And this story I learned from Delatorro McNeal II, and he is amazing to explaining this concept. And I would love you to recommend to look into that, and maybe we'll learn that exactly the same thing that I learned. And the story starts that there was an elderly person fishing, and there was a young man who was looking how he fished. And he was fishing and he was catching two sizes of fishes. One was big one and one was small one. So when he used to catch the big fish, he used to throw that back into the water. And when he used to catch the small fish, he used to put in his bucket. And every time, like big fish throws back, small fish puts in a bucket. Big fish goes back in the water. Small fish goes to his bucket. And after a while, he finished fishing and he started walking back home. And a young boy didn't understand why he's throwing all those seem delicious big fishes back to the water, and he takes only those small fishes. And he went to their elder and said, that, "Why you are throwing all those? Why you throwing all those big fishes back to the water, and you took only those small fishes for yourself? I still don't understand why you did that." And the elderly person said that at my home, I have a very small frying pan, and only those I'm able to cook. And for me, it was a big lesson that a lot of times exactly the same way people see in opportunities. People looking in their own comfort zone as if I'm not able to do that and I will take all the small opportunities. But most majority of people could pursue big opportunities, and their comfort zone not supposed to influence their decisions, because comfort zone could be expanded and you're able to improve and get better, and you can take bigger and bigger and bigger opportunities. And of course, when you catch the opportunity, it doesn't require you to have that comfort zone right away, so you're able to improve that comfort zone on the go. I love this how it's basically about life in general, because I know if you have grow up in a small city or big city, but because I grew up in a small city, so and I moved quite a lot. I moved from small city, so I used to be able to go from the corner of the city to other city in a half an hour. So when it seems that half an hour was so big, so, you need to go half an hour to other side of the city. Now I moved to the bigger city where with the driving with a car, it used to take half an hour to from one corner to other corner, and now it seemed that walking half an hour, it's ridiculous. It's just nothing. Now it seemed 30 minutes driving. It seemed so much. Now I moved one more time, and now it used to take few hours to move from one corner to other corner. And now it seemed that those 30 minutes was nothing. It's just a little bit comparing to those 2 hours driving. Now I moved one more time, and I moved from one corner to other corner. So I needed to fly 10 hours to get elsewhere. So now it seems those 2 hours is nothing comparing to those 10 hours and 20 hours to get from Europe to Canada. And every time when I used to think that transition is very big, when you make it that bigger transition, is become that previous transition becomes so small. And of course, in the future, people able to travel between Earth and Mars, and that transition will be even bigger, and everything on Earth, every movement will seem so insignificant. Now, exactly the same with comfort zone. At the beginning, it seems that our comfort zone is small, but when you're able to achieve something bigger, the things that you achieved before seem so small, and then you achieve bigger and bigger and bigger things, and all the things that you achieved before seem so insignificant, so small, even though at the moment all those things seem so huge. So I'm highly encouraged to see comfort zone as universe, as the thing that is huge, it can be expanded, and it's only how we look into that is influence what kind of opportunities we take. But we able to influence the view of on comfort zone by just approaching bigger and bigger and bigger and opportunities.